Have you ever paused to consider what it would be like to meet yourself for the very first time? I mean you, exactly as you are right now. Your quirks, your edges, your idiosyncrasies, everything that makes you, well, you. And I'm not talking about the version of you that others see, the one shaped by roles, routines, and expectations. I mean the real you, the unfiltered, unmasked, unedited version. What would that conversation sound like? What would you two talk about? Would you be fascinated, confused, maybe even a little intimidated? Would you find yourself interesting or just a little crazy? Let me tell you my story. I recently had a conversation with myself, and in the middle of it, I realized something profound. If I met myself today, I would find me a little ecstatic, maybe a bit too animated. And if I'm being honest, with just a hint of crazy. Yes, I will admit it. Now here's how that conversation played out in my mind. I started sharing with myself the depth of my thoughts, the corners and curves of my mind. Then I shared my dreams, my goals, how I see the world, and how I believe it works. Crazy, right? But as I shared my thoughts, beliefs, and wildest dreams with this other me, something surprising happened. She did not think I was crazy at all. In fact, she leaned in. She wanted to hear more. She was fascinated by my ideas. As we continued talking, it was almost as if the other me became excited by the endless possibilities my mind could envision. She was in absolute awe of the fact that I could boldly recognize the person I am. And because of that, she too felt free to be herself. It was in that moment that I remembered the powerful words of Marianne Williamson when she said, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be?" As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. So yes, I know, it may sound a little wild that I had a chat with myself and that I'm here telling you about it, but hear me out. I believe many of us need to have these deep, raw conversations with ourselves to get to the heart of who we are, what we truly value, and most importantly, what we believe about the world we live in. Through my own journey and through the journeys of those I've had the privilege to coach, I've learned that when we truly understand who we are, we create a strong foundation for every area of our lives, including our relationships. That deep conversation with yourself is where it all begins. Self-awareness, self-acceptance, and self-love. In my book, Equally Yoked, I wrote, yes, self-love is the foundation of a joyful life. But self-love also means being completely and unreservedly honest with yourself It means accepting that there are parts of you that need to change to fit the life you aspire to, without self-judgment or self-abuse. Most importantly, self-love is about doing the work to improve yourself and appreciating every bit of the process. If you accept yourself as you are, flaws and all, it means accepting mediocrity from yourself and not living up to your full potential. And it is through this process of growth, through the work we do to improve ourselves, that we come to understand our true worth. Self-worth is more than just setting boundaries or having standards. It is knowing who you truly are, understanding what you have to offer, and putting in the effort to grow so you can add value to the world around you. Understanding you is the foundation of you. So why is this journey to self so necessary? Because as we go through life, we often realize that the values we hold on to so tightly and the beliefs we carry are not even ours. They are ideas passed down from society, from our communities, and from our upbringing. And here's what I find unsettling. As you grow, you might come to the shocking realization that maybe, just maybe, even the dreams and plans you hold on to so fiercely are not really yours at all. Imagine that. Imagine realizing that the life you thought you were building, the choices, the goals, the vision is not truly yours. That your own thoughts, your philosophies, your dreams have been buried under layers of inherited teachings, learned behaviors, and societal expectations. That, my friends, is scary. But do you know what's even scarier? Scary is not acknowledging your own ideas, your own principles, and your own desires. Scary is surrendering to the mediocre life you live by default, simply because you never made a conscious choice in the first place. And if you're not thinking your own thoughts, then whose life are you really living? So I challenge you with these 3 cents. 1. Do you truly know who you are? If you met yourself today, what would surprise you the most about you? 2. Are your goals and dreams really yours, or were they handed to you? 3. Could you spend 7 days alone with yourself and actually enjoy the company? Think about it. Then ask yourself, what will you do about it? What will you do to create a life that truly reflects you? So I dare you to step into that space of potential, to meet yourself for the first time, and not just meet yourself, but to create for yourself the world you want to live, and to recreate yourself into the best version of you. Because the greatest journey you will ever take is the one that leads you back to yourself. Welcome to Eden.